welcome to the show. Congratulations, it is officially out because it's on midnight. Now the album's out. It's released in the world.
It's in the world.
This is it.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I've been name searching myself all evening. It's been great.
You really are, no. But you're having a great time right now. You have a new album. You have a new documentary. You're going to be on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And you're about to go on a huge stadium tour this summer.
We have a lot coming up. I'm booked and busy right now.
You are booked and busy. By the way, the tour is already breaking records. I want to say that you're the first artist to play 4 consecutive nights at Fenway Park. And you not only that, you already sold them out.
Yeah.
You sold them out, but let's go.
Yeah, man.
How's that feel?
It feels good. I feel like Drew Barrymore in Fever Pitch.
The best movie ever made. Yeah,
I did recreate that scene the last time I was there. I sprinted across the outfield. Yeah, oh yeah, took it all in.
Dude, it's the greatest. It's one of the coolest places to ever be, and what a great city. I mean, you've done Fenway before, right?
We did 2 Fenways. Last year was the most unbelievable moment of my life. Like, we stood up on the Green Monster and played a set up there, and my family was there, and everyone like I knew came. It was amazing.
You do stuff like that. You sell out a stadium, but then like 10 years ago, didn't you you sold 77 tickets to a concert?
Yeah, and that was a big deal for me. That was like $80 profit after it was all said and done.
Oh
but I remember I used to use my mom's credit card to buy the remaining tickets that weren't sold out to my shows. And
to just have a sold out show.
I just wanted it to say sold out, and so I would use my mom's card, and she would get like a $500 charge. She'd be like, "What the hell happened?" And I'm like, "Well, I sold the show out technically."
Your son's a star, yeah.
A lot has changed for sure.
When did you start writing music and decide to make a career out of it?
I started writing music when I was 9 or 10 years old. Yeah, I listened to the Beatles with my dad, and like I had the Beatles songbook, and then I started writing my own songs. And they were all super sad and depressing, so I don't know what was going on. We went to the Bahamas. I had a great childhood. But
you had to really pull from a different
I don't know what was going on back
Yeah.
then. Something was happening within me that I still don't understand.
Let's talk about, I want to talk about the documentary that was released last week on Netflix. It's called Noah Kahan, Out of Body. It goes really deep into you and your family and the recording of the record, but also very personal stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely it was an amazing experience filming it because I was just having conversations with my family that I might not have ever had without being prompted to by like the folks filming.
That's interesting.
It was the releasing that I didn't like. I was compartmentalizing the fact that it might ever come out, and I was like, yeah, something will probably happen in production that doesn't allow this thing to see the light of day, and it kept getting closer and closer, and it came out, and it was scary, but also beautiful to see people connect with it and to draw their own connections with their family and their lives, and it's been really special to see it out in the world.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
One of your more popular songs, of course, is "Stick Season."
Yes.
From your last album. In the film, you talk about how you wrote that song, and it's a pretty interesting story.
Yeah. So I basically was just at this Airbnb, and I was just putting songs on TikTok just to kind of see what they would do. I put a song, a verse of "Stick Season" on, and basically just talking about how much I suck and how lonely I am, which is my almost always inner dialogue, which is great. And then I took an edible and went to sleep. And then right before like I got started to the edible started to kick in, I started getting really insecure. So I'm like, I'm gonna delete this, no one's looking at it. And then the edible really kicked in, so I fell asleep before I could do anything.
Good.
And then I woke up the next morning and like all these people had commented on it, and suddenly I was like, there's something here. And that's kind of how the song started. And it became this huge TikTok sensation, I guess.
And now you have to finish the song.
Yeah, and I basically, I wrote the first verse and chorus in like 45 minutes, and then once I found out that people liked it, it took me a year and a half to finish it because I was like, now people care about it, and I can't do anything good if people are watching, so. Imposter syndrome was on full display, but we eventually got a second verse down for it.
Is it tough to write all this stuff? Because what album is this for you?
This is my 4th album.
A lot of music.
It's a lot of music.
Do you have writer's block, or do you ever?
Always. I remember when I was 16 years old, before I'd even released any music, I had writer's block just on my own, and I was the only person listening to the music. I would write a song, and then I would cry to my mom. I'd be like, I'll never write anything good again. And that's been following me around my whole career a little bit. It's not funny at all. I don't know.
No, it's
actually
sad.
Really sad. Yeah, it's actually really sad.
But you keep writing great music. Congrats, you're getting great reviews for this album. It's fantastic. People have only heard a couple of songs, but now it's out, but you're getting great reviews. Congrats.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been really cool. Thank you.
Keep doing it. You keep topping yourself. You sell out Fenway, and now you sell it out 4 times. Don't stop, dude. Keep going.
I know. There's got to be a ceiling to all this that I have to approach.
No,
at
you
some
can't
point.
stop. Your video for The Great Divide, by the way, a lot of the internet is talking because you're in the gas station here, and you find yourself a kind of a gas station connoisseur.
I feel like I'm like the Michelin guide for gas stations.
Thank you. Yeah.
The Guy Fieri of gas stations, some might say.
Some might say.
I have a ranking system.
Talk to me about it.
And look, okay, yeah, so it's basically like you start with friendliness, like if the person behind the counter will look you in the eye is always a good start.
Oh, I like that.
Doesn't happen as much as you think. Second is bathroom cleanliness. Like if I am going to get some kind of disease from walking into the bathroom, that puts you down pretty low in the rankings.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even want to touch the handle. You're like, I'm just gonna kick it open.
A Dyson fan is always good. One of those fans where you don't have to touch
those blades?
Yeah, the blades. I don't know how they work, but yeah, Dyson fan is big. And then of course I need some like deep cut snacks. I'm talking like those pickles and the weird juice. I'm talking.
Yeah.
What are those?
Dude, I got a pickle once. I love gas stations as well. I got a pickle in Kool-Aid.
What? I've never actually tried one of those. What does it taste? Does it just taste like a pickle?
It's not good.
I can't imagine.
But I
doesn't look very
but I do it again.
Oh God. In a heartbeat.
Yeah, I was like, I live to tell the story. Yeah. But what snacks are you talking about? Like the pickles, the
Muddy Buddies, any kind of like those cinnamon toast breakfast bars that they tried to pretend were healthy for a couple of years.
I remember
I was
that.
like, but it says it's for breakfast. It's like, that's just straight sugar.
800 calories. Yeah.
Yeah, and then all sorts of different kind of Dr. Pepper. They have the Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream one. I really like that one.
Ooh.
Just some more deep cut stuff. Lemon heads, grape heads, watermelon heads. Any of the heads are good.
Yes. This is fantastic.
That kind of stuff.
Next time you come on, we want to talk about specific gas stations and we give them props. We'll give them shout outs. Congrats again on this album. What's the vibe of it? What can people expect in this one?
Ooh, yeah, it's pretty sad. It's pretty, I don't know. If something's going wrong in your life and it's raining, I recommend.
Perfect. Nothing more needs to be said. Noah Kahan, everybody. The Great Divide is available now. And his documentary, Out of Body, is streaming on Netflix. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around.